Grand Rising. What's going on? Welcome to Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups with yours truly, the Master of Ceremony. I am the Mick and freaking legend, Crest of Legend. Salute to everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups. Best way to get your morning started. Shout out to Sports Talk Network and the whole entire boxing community. Well, we in the month of January. We getting the year started off, and like we've been wanting as boxing fans, is to have some boxing, and we have some more boxing. Yes, we do. We just had boxing last week. It was like Puerto Rican weekend last weekend, but we had some women boxing, which was an awesome card. With with Amanda Serrano fighting Renee Talese. Dope card, and then the prelims with some up and coming young men. So, like I spoke on it yesterday, I like how they did that. But now we on to another week, and we have some more boxing this weekend, and we have Matias. Should have picked Smith, but I didn't pick the whole name. But I think everybody gets the point. So once you come in and you get the notification, come in, smash the like button, trying to get you going through a little uncomfortable situation here at work. A little physical thing going on, man. A little pain around the grown area, man. So, I hope everything is all right. But salute to everybody. If y'all get the notification, come on in. Tell a friend. Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups. It's the Mick and freaking legend. So, we got Matias versus Dalton Smith. Fight that I guess a lot of people are not up for, but because of some boxing and to get us through until we get to a fight or a fight card that we really want to see. So we're gonna have this for right now. But Sabrina Matias, one of the very few talked about names in 140 pounds. At one time, this guy was considered the guy to beat, or, a true boogeyman at 140. But things have changed since then. He got his first defeat, so that took the fear of guys wanting to get in the ring with him away a little bit. You can say that. And now he's back in the ring, and hey, it's some boxing, it's some things that has to go down. So yeah, I'm a little sore, y'all. I'm gonna try to get through it. Hopefully I ain't gotta go to the emergency room, call my doctor. He was gonna pour the grown muscle, and I'm gonna get through it. But actually, with this fight, yes, I'm sore, y'all. With this fight, I don't know if there's much to talk about on it, because I think people expect Sabrina Matias to go in there, make easy work of Dalton Smith, excuse the boxing ignorance, don't know what's going on with the undercard. It kind of wasn't even predicting what the undercard would be like. I was just stuck on Sabrina Matias going in there with Dalton Smith. Dalton Smith said pretty much okay fighter, decent fighter from the UK. Going up against Sabrina Matias. A lot of us don't know about Dalton Smith, but if you're a diehard boxer, you know who Dalton Smith this, but you know, a lot of people say this is a easy win for Matias. Now, would he go in there and make good, quick, fast work of Dalton Smith? It's a possibility. Dalton Smith, boxer, more so like a boxer puncher. Um, got a little decent power to him. He can box, but would he be able to keep Matias off him? But he's pretty much a technical guy. What's going on, Tommy Hill? Oh man, Tommy Hill, I got here at work last night, and I wanted to do last night's show about the best action movies of all time, but I start watching action movies and wound up getting stuck with watching the movies instead of doing a live. But I will do the OG show tonight, and we're gonna be talking about the best action movies of all time. That's what we're gonna talk about tonight, Tommy Hill. So we will go on at 12:30 a.m. as planned. But yeah, I got here at work and started watching movies, pulled out the popcorn and forgot that I was supposed to go live and talk about some action movies on the OG Night Hub. Yeah, so we'll do that tonight. So I wanted to come on this morning, you know, talk a little bit about the card this weekend with Sabir's Matias and Dalton Smith. Don't really know much about anything else on the undercard. And then, you know, let's talk about the latest boxing news that's going on. Of course, we got the Shakur thing and this, that, and other, and, you know, bringing Tank name back into the mix. Wonder what Tank is going to do next. Are we going to ever get this fight with Tank Shakur and all the rest of those whores? You know, that's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah. So I definitely want to talk about that. That should be a good one, man. And I think the years don't matter. I don't think we're gonna make it like a year thing because you know, action movies, man, be pretty dope. And I was just watching some last night just to like, okay, I can bring these few movies up, you know, but it definitely be something good. So with the OG Night Hub, I want to bring more different things to that. So we won't have to keep talking about boxing. I got 2 sports shows. So I want to, you know, mix that up and loosen that up a little bit also. And I think that'd be pretty dope. Then I think the OGs that have time to come on and make it the OG show that we wanted to be because it's, you know, it's late, people was up. I think that's the best time to do that. Oh, Tank running from the popo? Oh, damn. Why Tank running from popo, man? Now Tank running from popo. I gotta see why Tank is running from the popo. Now, the last thing I heard about Tank is that the civil charges, you know, with the lawsuit was being dropped. So I heard that the civil suit against him with the latest chick trying to get some money is going to be dropped. That's the last thing I heard. So, you know, I guess we're going to go with the narrative that they putting out. But we know good and damn well Tank ain't running from the popo. But, you know, that's what they want to say. That's what they want to say. You know, and I seen them. I heard them over there on KO last night, you know, talking about, you know, the situation. It was just, I was just sitting there laughing, man. I just felt it hilarious because it just, the saga keep on continuing. Yeah, they be wild, man. But see, this is how much, see, they show us time and time, man, how much Tank really mean to those guys. And see, this is why they always wilding out. They going overkill. They can't help themselves. And I think the Tank haters are really the Tank maniacs, the Tanketeers, you know, whatever else nicknames they got for Tank. Who can't seem to keep Tank off their mind and out their mouth. You know, so yeah, they be wild. They can't help themselves. You know, and as much as I like Tank Davis, you know, I still have the mindset, not just in today's society where popularity is one of the, you know, it's the highest prestige level of you being besides being rich. I guess this is the perfect fit for it. You know what I mean? Because he's just so popular and people can't help themselves. So that's why I'd rather not in 2026 get the mix. I just let the true tank maniacs, you know, I let them beat them, man, because I ain't got time for it. Because the true lane Bill Scrap, the ass is the reality when Tank get in the ring, wherever he's going to get in the ring with, and whoop some motherfucking ass. Now, of course, yeah, I would like to see the Lamont Roach rematch. Now, do I think that it really needs to happen? No. And the reason why I say that is because there's a lot of draws that happen in boxing that was never ran back. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. That's the thing. And that's not just with Tank, that's with these young boys. The meaning is that your meaning is to properly communicate with the opposite sex. Really get to know that person. Really to get to feel their vibration and their frequency. You know, out of you while they're with you, what they really want out of you and from you. They don't know these things. Yeah, I can't wait for that. So they don't know these things, and that's why they having problems with dealing with the females, because today's society, they look like they're erotic or, you know, mixed or whatever. They the woman to have. And then on the other hand, those same women, the message that they getting is saying, you know, y'all the best sort damn woman out there. So, you know, hey, they got the money, make them pay, because beauty is everything. And this is what's wrong, because that's all they really is paying for is the outer layer of the beauty. They're not even concentrating on the inner beauty of the female. And this was getting them tricked up. They don't know what it means to have a friend or a companion who's there for you because of your career or what you can do for them. They're there for you, and they want to be there for you and with you, so they can do things with you, not to reap the benefits of your hard labor that you've been doing your whole life. And see, that's what he got to learn. All right, give me a second, Tommy. I'm about to set it straight, bruh. Give me 1 second. All right, how that sound? Yeah, beauty is fabricated these days. Yep. And they got to stop going after that. Those type of females, that's the problem, man. You know? And I think dealing with a certain type of female, as far as the way that she looks and everything, good ain't good on the inside from head to toe. The brain ain't right. The box ain't right because the health ain't right. You know, a lot of these women, they may look good on the outside, but are they the most cleanest, clean? Are they the most clean women health-wise? Because that's the main thing I worry about. I don't really care how fine you are. How good is that health of yours? Huh? How good is your health is what matters to me. You know, and you can tell with a lot of these girls, their health ain't all like that, especially their damn mental health. Because that's all they worry about is money, 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 money. You know, I'm sexy, I'm beautiful. And then if anybody wants any parts of me, you know, they're gonna have to deal with me. No, that's not what it is. And society, you know, made this makeshift belief about how your woman's supposed to look if you're making a certain amount of money. And that's the problem. They haven't been taught the right way about true love. You know, they just know that the more money you get, the more, you know, I don't want more hoes because I got more fucking money. You know, I want health is wealth, man. I don't care. And you know, I have a friend, you know, and I love when she talk about she can pull up her charts and show the world that she cool and everything. Ain't nothing like having a woman companion like that, because like I said, these females and especially these young men, they only worrying about their looks. I don't even think, you know, to be honest with you, it just be infatuation, man. Cause trust me, all these females that look good, they don't mean all these sex is good. From the health standpoint of it, and just the quality of it. I'm just saying, cause come on, y'all just can't. Every time y'all get with one of these females, y'all just get too sensitive. But they dealing with the wrong type of females, you know, and then there's no one telling them. They don't have someone in the ear telling them anything about that. And maybe they do, is just falling on deaf ear because you know, hey, they get that money, they getting to act funny. It brings out the true characteristic that was always in the person. So, you know, he's making generational wealth money, but he's making bad choices when it comes to the female companion to have one side. And I mean, I think, you know, these days and times, I don't think anybody, no matter what the age group you're in, I don't think anybody should be concentrating on doing a whole lot of running around, you know, sleeping with multiple people. To me, Tommy, that is played out. You know what I mean? And then all these females that they be going after, bruh, none of those females do anything. None of these females do anything. They just waiting for a man to take care of them. And this is what's wrong with society. This is going to keep having women think that a man is obligated to take care of them. No, a man is obligated to do whatever he obligated himself to do. Just like women have to understand, they don't go find their husband. The husband go find his wife. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's different because you know who you really want to marry. Every man wants to marry a woman, but some men don't get that far and put them in a bad place. Or he got money, so anything that they'll do for $1. So BBO, what's going on, bro? So you have these young women out here that these young fighters go deal with, these little fast track women, and their whole thing is to get taken care of by a man and don't have any qualities with them, just their looks. You know, and that's supposed to get them by. But this is where the young man has to say, man, you know, being a young guy, being a millionaire and everything like that, I don't want a whole bunch of women. You know what I mean? I don't want a whole bunch of women. Who wants that? That's too much. I don't care if you can afford it or not. That's too much. And that's why these young boys be crashing out. That's why every time you turn around, it's one of these damn chicks. They making bad choices. And like I said, someone probably tried to get in their ear and tell them, what type of female they should go for, whatever, but it's falling on deaf ears. So when they get to that point, what you going to do? You're going to keep on repeating yourself to someone who don't want to listen. As much as you want them to grasp that good gem that you're giving them, sometimes you got to let them grab it the way they're going to grab it. You can't force it on them. But hopefully this becomes a learning situation for Tank Davis. Hopefully this is his last ride with that, because I don't want to hear anything else about Tank Davis and the female, which is one thing I'm concentrating on, and I'm staying in my lane as a boxing fan and as a content creator. I don't care about their outside life. Once I get to talk about their outside life, then I'm becoming a blogger. You know what I mean? I just want to simply keep it on the entertainment hand. Don't care about what they do outside the ring. You know, long as they get into the ring, that's all that matters. That's all that matters to me. You know, but of course we want to hear these things. We're going to have to speak on them because, you know, we are men and some of these subjects are touchy for us. So hopefully he does the right thing and this message goes out to him and the rest of these young guys. And so, and it's good for the young guys that's in boxing and you don't hear them having women problems, you know, because you got young guys who's not having female problems. Maybe because they ain't even on the time with the females like that, which I think is very smart. Like if we can have a boxer, a young professional in boxing right now, and he be the AC Green of boxing, huh? The AC Green of boxing. Can we get an AC Green of boxing when they just strictly ain't worrying about the beauty, don't want to deal with it, at least not right now or at all. They with the task and with the mission at hand, and that is to do what they supposed to do within the sport of boxing. Is win, 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 challenge yourself each and every time, go out, get paid, make the boxing fans happy, then go about your day until it's the next day to get right back in the office and do it all over again. But they're the ones you're not hearing about and worrying about, these damn females. You know, T.O. learned, you know, so he's not still tripping off of that. So that's what these young guys got to do. And I think when they at this part in their career, that's the last thing they should be worrying about. I know it's hard to not want the damn woman, the call girl, the ladies coming to the fight. You got the sack chasers, the groupies, this, that, and other. Yes, there's so much to pick from, but man, listen, sometimes you gotta fall back and say, I don't need none of this right now. Because for them, it's a distraction. Yes, they're making generational wealth. Yeah, they should be out there making babies, but see, they laying down and they making babies with women that they don't even know. They already know they ain't gonna even be with for a very long time, which plays another part in it too. Mike Grimm in the building. You know, so hopefully he does something different. And everybody else is looking at Tank Davis and say, man, I better not make the same move that he's making. But hey, Tank Davis can just be weak as fuck when it comes to females. He might just be one of those guys who always want to have a bad day at the office when it comes to the women. He might not be one of those guys who possess that trait to know how to properly deal with the females. You know, some of them got it, some of them don't. And still in all, if you don't, it's better for him just to fall back, period. Concentrate on the task at hand. And when he's mature mentally, then he goes about it. Because a lot of these guys are not really mature enough in the mind to just sit down with one female and deal with them. And, you know, like I said, they're dealing with females who's coming from nothing and they ain't bringing nothing to the table. When we going to hear about one of these young fighters, their girlfriend actually being someone who has their own business, though he didn't give her the money to start a business, but come with their own money. You know, come with their own name. They'll come with their own brand, their own product, not just leeching on because I look good or child pleases. Plenty that look good. But what these young men need to do is they need to let these young little ratchet little sack chasers know, man, we ain't worrying about y'all. Our career is more important. Because see, once they start chasing that tail, their career becomes a derail. You know what I mean? Once they start concentrating on that tail, their career becomes a derail downfall. So you have to be strong to balance the two out, and you need a good woman by your side. These females ain't good unless they came out the womb or they learned in the household and was brought up that way. So we see how these young ladies are being brought up. They're not being brought up to act as women, as young ladies. They was taught to go out, Garrett, if he can't pay your bills, this, that, and other, blah, blah, blah. We are all adults at the end of the day. Male, female, man, woman, we all supposed to be independent. They keep trying to put the woman in a line of saying they supposed to be dependent. No, they're not. This is not, they have their rights now. So it seems like the women are trying to live off a time when women didn't have no damn rights. But no, they got the right to work and everything and, you know, contribute to a damn bill, pay for their own nails in the hair, because at one time they couldn't do none of that. So man said, you know, this is too much, let them go. They gave them too much damn freedom and they still don't want to play the part. But we ain't gonna just make it about that. We're gonna get back to talking boxing. But, you know, I wish him the best. But, you know, they funny with that. But, you know, this, I think Matias should get Dalton Smith out inside the 7 rounds. I'm going to say that. And then we just off to the races to see what else is going on. But we want to see the Shakur and Tio fight, which none of us can wait for it. And I really wants to see this fight and see what happens after that. What is Tio going to do next? What he's going after next? What is going to be next for Shakur Stevenson? I hear everybody keep talking about it and cooking on it, and I appreciate what everybody is saying, but we won't know until fight night what is actually going to happen between these two young men. And I do like the fight card. Now, one thing I do want to talk about, because they just keep on bringing just making sure they stay relevant throughout the entire year 2026, and we just barely into the second week of January, and I keep on hearing, there's my love, Rosetta. Hey, love, how you doing? Temperatures rising. Yeah, got me heated over here. Salute to you, Rosetta. Thanks for coming through, my love. But here's the thing. Schofield, here they go. They running their mouth. Here they go. They all over the place, and they keep talking trash. And one thing that there was a pet peeve for me in 2025, that these young men was doing too much rapping and not enough glove clapping. Too much rapping and not enough glove clapping. I'm not trying to go through this in 26. Not trying to go through it. Schofields, they ain't do nothing but talk. All that shit. They starting off the year now with nothing but talking. When you gonna get the ring? Don't tell me you would knock out Abdullah Mason. Go set up the fight and go knock out Abdullah Mason. Don't tell me what you can do. I don't want to hear that. They gave us what they can do, what they was going to do all last year. So if there's anyone that are going to be critical on it 2026, I guess, you know, there is no secret. I am heavy. I got it out for the Schofields, and today get in the ring and start proving something. I am not impressed. I'm tired of hearing the nice talk, the political correct talk. I'm tired of hearing these breakdowns. Need to get in the ring and do something. Don't keep on every week. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't care. Oh, we was going to do this to Shakur. Something happened. Oh, we need more money. Listen, I'm not trying to hear that. Schofields, I got it out for y'all respectfully. They got to show me something. I want to get them in a hot seat. Jeff Spark in the building. Smash the like button. Coffee McDonald for grown-ups. And don't forget, come through tonight. I didn't do the second episode of the OG Night Hub last night because I started watching some stuff. But tonight, we talking the best action movies on the OG Night Hub. And that's going to be at 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure y'all coming through. Me and Tommy Hill will be in the building talking about the greatest and some of the best action movies of all time. So that's 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be on tonight. with the OG nightclub. All right, so yeah, so getting back to the Schofields, I know they try to keep themselves relevant. They don't want to come in through 26 without being heard, but we don't want to see you just doing videos. Get in the ring. And my question to everyone that's in here this morning: what are the Schofields going to do in 2026? Would it be a continuation of what they did in 2025? It's just made up so many stories. They should have had a new, you know what? It should have been another award. Best storyteller in boxing. Yeah, it was the Schofields, because they always had a damn story or a damn excuse. So right now, I ain't trying to hear nothing. Get in the ring and rumble. So what's going on with the Schofields? Can somebody help me out this morning? Because I did ask the question. I didn't get the answer yet. And maybe I want to ask you guys again. Will the Schofields give us the same thing they gave us in 25? Or they really going to get in the ring and fight this year? Honest opinions. Because I didn't have enough with the Schofield. They making my boxing and him boys flare up. And right now I ain't into the comfortable mood. I'm pointing to growing and got a little hernia. So right now I'm not really for it. So they got to show me something. Also, another one, Richardson Hitchens. This is another one. See, for me in 2026 is about all the people who ran their mouth and didn't do a damn thing. It's not about the guys who's trying and guys who's actually doing something or did something. For all these guys who did more talking, they the guys that I have it out for, honestly. I have it out for these guys. Richardson Hitchens too. Didn't do nothing in 25 but talk. He promised everybody that he was arguing with, I promise you, I'll whoop your ass. That's all he turned into Christopher Williams. Promises. You know what I mean? Come on, man. He needs to turn into Drew Hill. Don't ever make a promise that you can't keep, but you out here on some Christopher Williams shit and ain't give us nothing. So us together, the whole boxing community, we need to come out and say, man, we don't need to hear you guys talking. Let's take it back to the old school. Let's take it back into the old days when us, the people, content creators, fans, casuals, fanboys, fangirls, we didn't give a damn about nothing but what they supposed to do in their profession. We wasn't into their personal lives. We didn't care. And the only thing we wanted them to speak on was boxing or whatever professional sport that they was in. We didn't want them to talk about the sun, the moon, the stars, the quasars, the children. No, we don't need them to talk about none of that. They need to go back to what the hell they supposed to be doing. And the entertainment is just to entertain us in that career of sport that is your profession. That is it. Because as long as we keep going, wanting to hear this, wanting to hear that, worrying about their personal life, the WWE, WWF nonsense is going to continue in boxing in 26. And me, myself, Sports Talk Networks, Sergeant at Arms, whatever you want to call me, I'm not trying to push that type of energy or have it around or listen to it or be entertained by it. So we have to look at ourselves because we're the reason why some of this nonsense is happening. Not trying to have it, not trying to hear it in 26. It won't be in the mix. Not in 26. So they got to be, listen, they better be on some Terminator X shit. If you know about Public Enemy, you know about the great legendary Terminator X. He only speaks with his goddamn hands. This is why we love Abdullah Mason. This is why Abdullah Mason is BBO's because you know they talking all the jibber jabber. You know, we want to do this, we want to do that. You know. We looking forward to stomp out on guys. You know, I'm gonna knock this guy out. You know, we gonna get him out of here. I don't want to hear none of that. They want to rap, go in the studio, put it on the track, and go on tour. But when it comes to boxing, I don't want to hear none of that. If they ain't talking about who's their next opponent, without having any damn receipt, it's not entertainment for me. It's not entertainment for me, Rosetta. I'm tired of it. And then if I see any of my fellow content creators keep pushing that narrative, we're going to have a problem in 2026. And I'm just telling them, you're not healthy for boxing. You're not healthy for boxing talk. And we don't need it in the boxing atmosphere, stratosphere, none of that. Uncle Cass, salute to you. I do not want to be inhaling none of this nasty, polluted boxing energy. I don't want it. That's why when he talk about certain things, these fighters, if they ain't talking business and talking boxing, I don't want to talk about them. I don't care about their girlfriend. I don't care who broke their damn heart. I don't care. I don't care if they got a goddamn speeding ticket. I didn't care about anything, you know, but I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, but I don't care about none of that. If they ain't out there trying to save the MNF world, I don't care what they do outside the damn ring. If they ain't saving the damn world, I don't care what they do outside the damn boxing ring. I'm keeping it strictly boxing. I'm talking about them in boxing. How good, how bad, what type of day they had at the office, what's the next move, what I think the strategy should be, not be. Not talk about what they doing outside the goddamn ring. That's what it needs to go back to, because that's what the old school boxing fans was doing. We didn't care about nothing else. We didn't care about nothing else. But no, now today we got so many softy ass people. They want to hear about everything. What's his personal life? Oh, look what he's wearing. We didn't care about what they wore. We didn't give a damn. Oh, look at it. He's painting his fingernails. He got these big ass parachute pants on. Look like 3 people can fit in them. I don't give a damn about they fashion do's or don'ts. The only do's and don'ts I'm worrying about is what they do in the damn ring. You should do this and not do that. Y'all doing too damn much. And this is in the boxing community is the reason why the WWF, WWE type of energy was living all through boxing, because they was worrying about everything else, worrying about how they paint their nails, what color jacket he got on, he carried a man purse, he got on sandals. I don't give a damn about none of that. I don't dress like that. I don't dress my child like that. And my children don't dress like that. That's the hell on them. This is boxing, not a damn fashion show. Care about worrying about the wrong stuff, and then these fighters know that, and then you know they give us a whole bunch of bullish. Well, this is what they're interested in. Let me just give them the bullish. Now, I want to ask y'all something. So, how do y'all feel? And I think I'm going to turn the camera on for this one, because I know y'all respond to it, because that's what I'm really looking for. Y'all comments instead of y'all worrying about how I'm a comment. I got to turn the camera on for this part. Salute to everybody, man. All right, salute to everybody, man. You know, happy grind year. We already know the actual New Year starting in spring, but hey, happy pre-New Year. But I got to turn the camera on because I know if I get any comments from y'all, I'm going to be laughing. So, how do y'all feel about Ryan Garcia in the lie detector test? Let's talk about it, please. Ryan Garcia takes a lie detector test. Ryan Garcia takes a lie detector test, right? So it was asked all these damn questions. Where's my Devin Haney fans at? Where's all the conspiracy theories? I'm just asking. Did y'all hear about Ryan Garcia in the lie detector test? I heard about it. Some questions was asked. The questions got answered, and there was results. That's all I know. I'm not going too far into anything else. But how y'all feel about the Ryan Garcia lie detector test? Yeah, did you cheat against Devin Haney? No. Answer? Correct. Huh? Yeah, hear about that, Rosetta? Yeah, Ryan Garcia took a lie detector test, baby. Yeah. What, did you cheat? No. Oh, correct. It answered a few questions about that shit. Huh? But all the whole damn time, everybody running around conspiracy theory down to they goddamn bone gristle. Oh yeah, Ryan's a cheat. Oh yeah, use the aspirator stuff, do this, that, bop, wet bamboo. Yeah, it's something out there, man. Hey, oh, just look, go punch it up. Ryan Garcia lie detector test. Punch it up, y'all. It's funny because they asked him about that. Then they asked him, because he was doing some videos with Chris Sean Rock. So they asked about that. Hey, do you like Chris Sean Rock? Yeah, they was asking about all that. Yeah. Now, y'all notice now, there's some boxing people in here that know about it. They just haven't commented on it. Rosetta, I can see you not knowing. Oh, I can see you not hearing about it, but I think everybody else that's here so far seen or heard about the lie detector test. That's why I turned the camera on, because I think it's very hilarious. Because they was asking, do you like the Sean Rock and this, that, and other? Well, I wasn't worried about that. They asked about the questions. Nah, so I want to see what the Haney fans and all that got to say. But they're gonna say, oh, it was a fake ass lie detector test. They used a fake machine. Is that? I'm waiting to hear that, because the whole time I kept on people when that situation happened, you really have to pay attention to what was going on. And they were so caught up in their feelings, so they was just giving Ryan everything. I mean, Ryan's not the most trustworthy guy. I get that. None of these fighters really are. But they wasn't paying attention. First of all, the boy wasn't even fully trained. He was on his BS, y'all. He was on his BS. With all the nonsense and crap that Ryan Garcia has done and shit that he has with him, this was the most, not focused, non-focused Ryan Garcia I've seen. And this is when he's going up against Devin Haney. This man wasn't at his best. He wasn't fully training. He was out there bullishing. Then everybody look, oh man, Devin really gonna whoop his ass. Look at him smoking weed, he doing this, that, and the other. But the Lord, weight cutting agent was supposed to make up for everything that this man was not doing, and y'all downplaying what that Oscarines really is. Y'all try to make it more than what the fuck it really is. And everybody on the internet acting like they're damn specialists. None of them don't have any goddamn any receipts of that they know about that shit that they went to school and learned. I'm gonna talk to a biologist, doctors, a chemist, fucking nurse, and all that. None of these people is that, but they tell you what aspirin is. And you have to pitch so much for that thing to be effective. Okay? So they need to cut it out. But they want to keep on making up narratives for these fighters. You can't, because Fight Night is going to show you what's going on. All right? That's what's going to show you. So now, and even when he was trying to say, hey, man, no, they tried to set me up. Everybody looked at him as the bad guy. And he's so clean cut. He don't do nothing bad. He's such a good boy. He don't do nothing wrong. He's the only young guy in part that's not doing no dumb ish. Then he turn around and do some dumb shit too. Didn't Devin Haney turn around and do dumb shit too? Yeah. He ain't perfect. He did some dumb shit too, a couple of times. But look at him. He don't do nothing wrong. Look at him. He's so mature for his age. Oh, Lord Haney, the Messiah. What? I Messiah my foot in y'all ass, okay? He don't do nothing wrong but turn around and swing on a goddamn popcorn machine worker at a goddamn carnival. Swung on a motherfucker. That bullshit. Then it's and other things. I just went through this shit about the type of females that he deal with. Yeah, so he did some little bullshit too. So he ain't as clean, squeaky clean as anybody else. All right, so he did some things. So stop it with trying to make somebody damn perfect. Y'all ain't perfect, but y'all trying to make somebody else perfect. You sound perfectly crazy, if anything. Huh? So now, like I was saying, there's a whole bunch of excuses. So there's no way that a guy who is getting ready for a fight and really was dicking around 80, 90% of the damn time, right? Wasn't doing anything to properly cut fucking weight. Go take a weight cut agent, you know. Still, it didn't work in time because you probably took it too late and still came in overweight. Lord Haney, you know, Black Jesus, he accepted it. So that should have never been a discussion at the end the results came in. He accepted it. So that can no longer be an excuse. Right? So now, what is going to happen? So now, I need to see and hear what's next. Because we know Bill, they were saying all type of stuff and blah, blah, blah. But now this thing took place. Now we need to see what's going to happen. Is he going to come out and open his mouth about it? How you doing, Mr. Nee? He opened his mouth about everything else. Everybody is silent. But no, I peeped it. So let's open our mouth. Let's be like a whole day. Let's be like graduation day. When you graduate from 6th grade, you're going to 7th grade, you got to say, lift every voice and sing all in harmony. Let's all in harmony. Hey, what's going on with that, player? You ain't got nothing to say. I've been telling y'all the whole damn time. But y'all ain't want to damn listen. But here you go. A hard head makes a tender ass. That's what it does. It's so tender that the skin is falling off the shit. Y'all need to stop it. Y'all just need to stop it, okay? So, how y'all feel about that? Where's y'all conspiracy mind at? This, that, and other. Yeah, that boy's such a piece of ish. But yeah, that dude didn't take Devin Haney's serious. Y'all left that part out. That boy dicked around and still went in there and knocked the man down 5 times. They only counted 3. Now y'all want to come up with all these conspiracy theories. Oh, the only reason why he knocked them down because you know that man got a iron chin. Nothing can touch him. Come on, man. Everybody gets touched, okay? I'm tired of y'all thinking that these today's fighters is better than Ali. Ali got his goddamn jaw broken. Okay? Ali got his jaw broken. Okay? And none of these guys is on a damn Ali level or Ali mindset. Okay? None of them. But you try to sit here and tell me that they daring to be great, that they so damn bad, this, that, and the other. No, they not, because Ali fought every damn body and anybody. Ali was the type, Ali would roll up on you and tell you that he want to work with you. Devin Haney ain't doing no shit like that. When did he ever roll up on elite level fighters out want that smoke? Ali did it, but y'all want to be putting these today fighters in the same conversation as them. Shame on you. Blasphemy, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop it. That's why y'all gonna have a bad day because y'all keep pushing this goddamn nonsense out. Stop trying to compare these dudes to back in the day and act like these dudes can't be touched. Just like I'm tired of, oh, Shakur is the best defensive fighter we ever seen. He's better than Pernell Whitaker. The fuck out of here. He gonna get his ass touched up too, okay? Because he ain't better than no damn Pernell Floyd and none of them. He's good at perfectly picking out his opponents that don't know how to step to the AM on his ass and cut off his damn space and enter his world and fuck it up. Step into the world, KRS-One. Rapture, motherfuckers. I'm just saying, people. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Nah, that don't make no damn sense, Mr. Niece. Yo, see, man, what's going on? I know you're going on at 7:30, so I'm gonna be done by 7:10, bro. Cause I'm coming over on time. Yeah, just talking some boxing, man. I didn't do the OG show last night, but I'm doing one tonight. We're gonna be talking about the best action movies tonight at 12:30. So y'all make sure y'all come through for that. You know, but just talking about some things, man. Oh, nothing. But other than that, I'm alright getting through my shift. Might need to go with. I might need to go to the emergency room today. Hopefully, I don't have to. I got a little hernia right now. Hopefully, it goes back down. So, cause I don't feel like going to the doctors and getting that shit picked with. Yeah. So that's how I'm feeling about this situation. You know. So we gonna see. We definitely gonna see. But definitely all those guys who ran 8 miles last year, the entire 2025, they got to give it something. And I think they ran 8 miles so much that when they finally get in the ring, I don't think they're going to live up to the hype. I don't think they're going to live up to the hype. I think, yeah, I'm going to take care of that, man. I'll probably ride right over there when I leave out of here. Stop whooping ass. Yeah. I ain't beat nobody up lately. Thrill Hill, what's up, my guy? What's going on with you? Yeah, I'm gonna go take care of that. Cause hey, see, man, I gotta take care of that shit. Need that. Yeah. It ain't super. I gotta go take care because you know they can get to a point where you can't even be mobile. So yeah, they probably gotta go in. They probably can put you back down. Hopefully they ain't gotta do no cutting. Cause they talking about we gotta do surgery. I don't know about that. I don't feel safe with getting cut up these days, you know, but most likely they had to just soften it up and push it back down in the place and shit. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, you know. Cause I need my thing to work, you know. She might want to jump on it, you know what I mean? Like, damn, mommy, I can't help you up right now, you know. Can't do that. Got to keep the ladies happy. Gotta keep the ladies happy. So getting along, and we're gonna move along with a couple more minutes before we get up on out of here and get ready for the No Duck Zone podcast, chopping up session with my man C-Man Ruffin, coming on roughly about 34 to 36 minutes from now. Yeah, C-Man, I need, you know what, C-Man? You know what it is? That's what it is. Listen, that's why he probably got like that. He ain't getting enough action. You know, blue balls can form into that shit. Hey, I'm a man, you know. We ain't been smashing lately, you know. Everybody be busy. And I told her, I can't getting boiled eggs down there now. Shit. That don't go. You don't have to be doing too much for a hernia to goddamn you up. You can be not doing the goddamn enough. Yeah. Especially when you get a certain age, you gotta keep working. You gotta keep working certain muscles, man. You know. When you get a certain age, if not, yeah. They need something. Shit, they need something. See, man, you know. But you know, I put a lot of miles on my bike. I ride miles and miles on my bike, all type of shit. Yeah, man. But nothing serious. Yeah, they need to do something. See, man, we gonna leave it at that. But what y'all think about the how y'all think? Give me y'all predictions before we get up out of here. We got about another 5 minutes. Give y'all prediction on Dalton Smith and Sabrina Matias. How you think the fight is going to end? Already said at the beginning of the show that I'm predicting the fight to not even go no further than 7 rounds. But if it goes the distance, And I think Dalton Smith is a pretty sturdy guy. even though we know Sabrina Matias pack a nice heavy punch. But I think Dalton Smith is a little durable guy, but we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. But I'm going to stick to my prediction. I'm going to say inside 7. But we should see. We definitely should see. Anything else on that Sabrina Matias, Dalton Smith card? Stoppage between 5 to 7. Yes, Uncle Cash. Yup. Yeah, that's about what I'm saying. Inside 7, averaging between 5 to 7. I think that's the comfortable realm to be in for this fight. But with 140 being what it is, and now this is some whispers going on that some of the guys, that's the reason why 140 is as deep or as competitive as it is going up to 147. Now we see that punk ass Coleslaw Davis is talking about going up to 147 after the Jermaine Ortiz fight. But yeah, here's the thing. So maybe we're going to have another shift. So it looked like we might be doing some shifting between in the weight classes. And we have been saying, at least I have been saying, one of the very few guys, need to get rid of some of these weight classes. But because this is the reason why these fighters keep moving so damn much. Because you don't need all these weight classes. What's used to having weight classes and dudes is barely not trying to fight in the weight class, only just have one fight in that weight class. Yeah, I think Matias, better days, a better chance of really being the man at 140 has surpassed him through a hill. I agree with you 1000%. Because at one time, he looked like he was the guy that beat at 140. You know, he was. His name was one of the names that was ringing bells. It was one of the last names that was ringing bells, with a few that was ringing bells. And it looked like, yeah, so my whole thing is with Matias, he get in there with one of the other top guys at 140, and that's something that we want to see. Or I would love to see him and Antoine Russell. I want to see any of the top guys get in there with Antoine Russell. But like I said, you know, it looked like we're going to have some changes in the weight classes. So we're going to see, man. We're going to see. Because 147 definitely needs something, but I don't know how much of a good change that it would be if some of these guys from 40 go up to 47 and make it more competitive. I'm not too sure, but you don't want too many guys to disappear from that weight class, and then next day, you know, you got a weight class that ain't nothing there because people then moved out the weight class. Because, you know, just not too long ago, 140 was quiet. Remember, 140 was quiet and it became cracking. 154 been probably one of the most lit weight classes in the past couple years that's been consistently lit. It hasn't went down any. With some of these other ones, they've been going up and down. So we definitely want to get 147 back to the decorated weight class that it was. But it's hard to do that because now I'm thinking it's going to be hard to fill that same feat. I think it's going to be hard for 147 to really get back to what it was. I don't think 147 is going to top the last generation of 147 fighters. This last class we had, like the Bud, the EJ, that era, Bud, EJ, Danny Garcia, all those guys, that era was nice. So how much has to be put into 147 for 147 to be equivalent to that class of welterweight fighters? How much has to go into it? How many fighters needs to go be at 147? I think if anything could be close to that being anything like it was with EJ and them, then that means that all the top guys at 140 needs to leave 140 and go up to 147, which is something that's not good for boxing. That's not good when you got to have a whole entire weight class, damn near. The top fighters leave that weight class and go make a whole nother weight class more competitive. Now the weight class that they was making competitive is no longer competitive. Y'all get what I'm saying? Reason why, say it with me, too many weight classes. And this is going to keep happening until they change it. See why these guys is jumping these weight classes and just they not even that. I don't know how to say it, but they really try to just make pit stop at these weight classes. So it seemed like they didn't all fell in, fighting in multiple weight classes. But my whole thing, there's fighters who fought in multiple weight classes, but actually fought throughout the full weight class. Not one or two in this weight class and one or two, no, really fighting a full roster. These being good enough to fight the top 15. The top, you can at least fight the top 15 in the weight division, then that's doing something. But these guys are not even doing that because they're not even giving themselves the chance to do it. It's even because of discipline with controlling the weight, and other things, and a lot of these guys, they don't know how to become the product. And this is another reason why they keep jumping up in weight classes. But these guys are supposed to be stars and supposed to be, well, you should be able to make it happen in any weight class, So, they moving up there to go fight so-and-so. Won't you become the so-and-so of your weight class? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I hear the talks of Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis. I don't want to see that shit. Somebody was asking, how you feel about Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney? I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see it. Because I think Devin Haney got better opposition to face than some damn Keyshawn Davis. Okay? Keyshawn Davis is not on the level of the fighters at 154 pounds where Devin Haney can really go show us who the fuck he really is instead of staying at weak ass 147. Another thing, these guys jumping these weight classes shows me that a lot of these guys are weight bullies. But y'all say that don't exist. Yeah, it exists. It does. It does exist. All right? But I'm no longer going for the nonsense. Smash the like button. So I don't know how much to go to look into that, but too many weight classes, too much jumping around. I don't think you're daring to be great when you missing out on opportunities and not even going to a better opportunity. Because a lot of these guys really think they are a money bag. They think they are a catch. Keyshawn Davis think he's a catch. He think he could generate a big money fight. He think he could pull a big audience. A lot of these guys are not superstars. Just because you're highly mentioned don't make you a superstar, There's more to it. You just have to be natural. You just have to be one that the public loves like that. And sorry, but a lot of these guys are not like that. You can't be mad at somebody because someone else is the people's champion. You know what I mean? Your favorite fighter may not turn out to be the people's champion. Doesn't mean you can't be a hell of a champion. You're just not the people's champion because you have two champs. You have the champ and you have the people's champ. And sometimes the people champ and the champ is the same person. If they lit like that, you know what I mean? If they lit like that. But we're gonna see. I'm gonna get up on out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for Brother Klansman Claim with the No Duck Zone podcast. One of the best morning shows on YouTube. My favorite morning show. Dope show. Chop It Up. The Chop It Up session is great. They talk about all topics, everything in life. Of course, the sports, but talk about everything. You never know what you're gonna get over there with the No Duck Zone podcast. So make sure y'all check out my man Clarence McLean with the No Duck Zone podcast. Coming up next at 7:30. And after that, get ready for one of the hardest working men in Sports Talk Network. I call him the man at work. B3 Picks will be on between 10 and 11. We know he doing work. We gonna run 3 or 4 hours. He's gonna run us into Uncle Cash 2 o'clock. Don't forget, don't be changing up 2026. Still take your ass back to class with the box story, Uncle Cash Sports, 2 p.m. And of course, y'all know what time it is. And he's gonna run us into our guy, the guru, the voice, the man that's always giving people they proper just do. My man Just Do Boxing. He's gonna have y'all warmed up, and he's gonna keep y'all, occupied till it's time for the prime time and get ready for my brothers, D Free, prize fighter, and my brother BBO, and the rest of the cast over there will Roll with the Punches podcast. Dope show. Roll with the Punches podcast was lit last year. Whole lot of guests. They make the moves. They working, man. Yes. So make sure y'all check out Roll with the Punches podcast. I gotta come in and get up on the panel, but I like what my brothers do, and sometimes I just like to sit back and enjoy it, So yes, still working. We're gonna be working. So yes, he's gonna take you over to the prime time and get ready for tonight. Yes, don't worry. STN got y'all covered on night shit. We got y'all used to Dub Whiteside and a few other guys. But listen, the OG Night Hub is for all the OGs. We gonna talk about everything. So tonight, 12:30 a.m. Let it be known. I'll probably try to find a little thumbnail to put up for the best action movies or something. I'll get one of the brothers to help me pick that out. But 12:30 a.m. we work in Sports Talk Network. We gonna run 26. The mission is to be the most busy and giving you the best content in 26. That Sports Talk Network. We gonna wear it on our sleeve. We gonna say it loud with our chest, and we gonna do our do. We just want y'all to come through and enjoy the ride, because it was an awesome ride last year. Shout out to BBO, moving up in the rankings, making a lot of good moves. D Free moving up, and a lot of people doing a whole lot of moving. Me, I just stay where I'm at because I don't give a damn about the moving. I'll be moving without moving. You know what I mean? So salute to everybody. B3. We got an awesome cast. We got an awesome cast over there, Sports Talk Network. Shout out to our coaches too. That means Coach Hackett, Coach Eddie, everybody that come through. But we working, man. We just want to give the public what they want, and we striving on perfection. We gonna have nights when they ain't gonna be the best nights, but it's always gonna be a tight night. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. I'm gonna get up out of here. It was dope kicking it with y'all this morning. Hopefully this pre-breakfast was good for you and get your cold day started and make it warm. I am the master of all ceremonies, the Mr. Freaking Legend. Nobody rocks the mic like I do. Crush the Mr. Freaking Legend. Signing off from the Sports Talk Network realm, and we will see y'all later. Go over to my man No Duck Zone podcast, the best breakfast show in the AM on this bitch, and I'll see you guys later. Hey, put a motherfucker 1 in the goddamn comment for yourself, because you're all awesome, and I'll see you later. Rosetta, baby, I see you later, love. Peace, y'all. Have a good one. What up, Cannon? You good?